West Virginia police say they will not charge a woman for shooting and killing a man in her apartment, calling it, quote, a clear-cut case of self-defense. The woman called 911 saying a man she had met online assaulted her and she shot him. Police say the guy showed up at her door, pulled a gun, then began beating and strangling her. When he put the gun down to lift her off the floor with his hands around her neck, she was able to grab it.
She grabbed that gun, put it back over her shoulder, and pulled the trigger.
Her blind shot killed him. Police say they believe the guy is from Oregon. They are still investigating, and they have obtained a search warrant for his car.
There are items in that vehicle that I would term very suspicious.
Joining us now, Fox News legal analyst Lise Wheel. Also with us, veteran prosecutor Wendy Patrick. Wendy, I understand you have seen cases like this before. Warning to single people out there, if you're going to meet somebody online, don't invite them to your house, huh?
Well, yeah, you know, the internet is notoriously a place where people exaggerate strengths, downplay weaknesses, and flat out lie about numbers like height, weight, and even age. But people do that offline as well. And so the question becomes, smart dating, whether it's on or offline, well, the first date should probably be at Starbucks, right, in public with lots of your friends around you and that kind of an environment. But that certainly does not justify what happened in this case. And that young lady, thank God, was able to be a very good shot, I might add, and use self-defense to save her life.
Yeah, presence of mind under some terrible circumstances, Lisa. Apparently,
That's right.
She opens the door, he's pointing a gun at her. He gets inside the place, puts the gun down so he can strangle her, and that's when she picked the gun up.
He says he's going to kill her even, and that's exactly right, John. And in fact, I looked around to believe that he was strangling her. As you said, he put the gun down so he could keep strangling her. So she picks up the gun and shoots back. I mean, this was really swift thinking and absolute self-defense here.
Yeah, obviously, when you're in those circumstances, Wendy, you're not going to get prosecuted for any kind of a crime.
Self-defense is a complete defense. And let me tell you what, somebody being strangled can't. Armed man strangles woman, not armed man shoots woman. Why does an armed man strangle a woman? Because somebody being strangled can't scream. A gun is used to threaten, it's used to intimidate, and that's exactly what it was used for in this case. The woman was able to actually use it, and according to the cops, during their investigation, they found that she's not guilty of anything. You can use lethal force to defend yourself if you have to.
Yeah, so go ahead, Lise.
Yeah, even more than that, I see premeditation here. The fact that he brought the gun but then intended to strangle her, told her he was going to shoot her, then tried to strangle her. The fact that he came to her home, there's so many things. The fact that they found things in plain view in the car that law enforcement is saying are very suspicious tells me this was premeditated, and it's probably not the first time that he did something like this.
So we could potentially, Wendy, be looking at some kind of a serial killer or at least a serial attacker here?
That appears to be what the police are at least looking into. When they say they found suspicious items in his car, many people think that certainly sounds like it's related to the plan, as Lise points out, that he used in this case, and perhaps the M.O. he's used with other women.
Yeah, and some of what they found in the car was apparently in plain sight.
Right.
Some of it, Lise, was apparently hidden, which leads to all kinds of questions.
Exactly.
Police are being pretty tight-lipped about what they found.
And they're getting a warrant so they'll be able to search the car, you know, inside and outside, and maybe link him to other serial killings or serial assaults like this, people going on the internet like this, and other ladies that have been, you know, hurt or worse.
Yeah, we will let our viewers know what the police learn about this case. Again, they think the guy is from Oregon. They're investigating. Wendy Patrick, Lise Wheel, thank you both. You can hear more of Lise on her new podcast, Wheel of Justice. You can find it on foxnewsradio.com.